the T20 World Cup. And some of those visuals coming out of Mumbai, where you saw a happy squad along with coach Rahul Dravid and the support staff in Mumbai before they left. And we'll see those visuals up on our screens. But big talking point is still who will replace Jasprit Bumrah in that squad. Will it be Mohammad Shami, Deepak Chahar, or Mohammad Siraj, or maybe Shardul Thakur? You know, just a surprise there in Shardul Thakur. But take a look at those visuals now. A happy squad. I mean, they obviously are raring to go. Surya Kumar Yadav, who's been in form of his life, has said that he's so motivated to do well, excited, nervous, but yet motivated as well. This is what he'd written on his social media. And the big thing is who replaces Jasprit Bumrah. That's the big one. They've gone in with 18 players in the contingent, but officially the 15th player is yet to be decided. You also saw the support staff there along with coach Rahul Dravid. And India play 4 warm-up games, 10th of October, 17th of October, 12th of October also there's one, and then there is one on the 19th of October. So 4 warm-up games for India. 2 warm-up games were pre-scheduled before the World Cup, but coach Rahul Dravid felt that they needed more matches, more practice to adjust to conditions in Australia. So India will play 2 warm-up games against Western Australia, and then 2, out of which one would be against Australia and the other one against New Zealand. But the big question is, who will it be? Who will replace Jasprit Bumrah? We'll get to the details in just a bit, but the news coming from Lucknow is that the match is delayed due to overnight rain. It has been raining heavily in Lucknow all of yesterday. It was raining, and even today showers are expected. So still no clarity on whether we'll have a full game. But yes, as of now, the match is delayed. Ashok Malhotra joins me here on the show, sir. First, let's just talk about, that team that just left for Australia last night. This is a big moment for them, even before they land in Australia. I mean, I think the whole feeling of going for a World Cup, it's completely different from any other tours. And it seemed like they looked happy. They looked like, a cohesive unit. Your thoughts?
See, Neha, one good thing is that they had all smiles. I hope they had all smiles when they come back. That is my only thing. But definitely before the World Cup, you're all excited. Whatever the circumstances, whatever the team, you always believe in your team. And that is what we all will have to believe now. We talk about Jasprit Bumrah, we talk about Dinesh Karthik, everything. But now the entire country is behind the side. But performance is there for me. They're all excited, they're all smile, they're enjoying each other's company, there is camaraderie. But we'll wait and watch on 23rd October how the cookie crumbles.
The good thing is that after what happened during the Asia Cup, and after that, you won against Australia and South Africa, despite losing the last game, the last T20 international, it seemed like India's batting has come together, sir, that they're looking good. And that's good news, because the bowling, I know, is a concern. We've been talking about it. So in that sense, at least one department where we were wondering what is going to happen, top orders not performing consistently, Virat Kohli out of form. Going into the World Cup, as they took that flight to Australia, you knew that the batting is looking good.
Definitely. So batting is looking not good, they're looking brilliant as of now. But that is an Indian condition. And the good news for Team India is Virat is back to form. KL seems to have found his touch once again. Although Rohit still has to find his touch. And Surya Kumar is firing on all cylinders. And so is Hardik Pandya. And even Dinesh Karthik, the way he played yesterday. Because good thing was he batted at number 4, which is a rarity for us. But he batted brilliantly by himself. So he is, as of now, he's definitely ahead of Rishabh Pant. So they have their team more or less sorted out, especially the batting lineup. But when you talk about bowling, Neha, you've never been a T20 game with just one department. It is a team game. It is a collective.
Yes.
game. You cannot win it only with batting, and matches are not won by the batter. Matches are won by the bowlers. So that is a cause of worry, because the way we have been hammered, we have conceded more than 200 runs in 3 games. 208, Australia beat us, then the score, we chasing 238, they ended up 221, and last game the score 227. So bowling is not only suspect, it's a very, very suspect. I hope they pull their socks, they bowl better in Australia, and we'll wait and watch with bated breath. Believe you me, we all are worried about the Indian bowling, and whatever brave front the management is showing in their hard path, they must be worried about the bowling.
Yeah, a lot that could have gone wrong with Indian bowling attack. The timing of it was this, that it has gone wrong at the wrong time. Do they have enough time now to really rectify some of those mistakes, some of those concerns? Can they be addressed? Because now they don't have too much time. They can't really make wholesale changes. What will they do? That's the big question. But let's get to the match that India hopefully will play tonight. It's an ODI series, sir. Now, a lot of people may wonder, why is there an ODI series being played just before the World Cup? But with India, every match they play, there is some context there, because this is really an audition of sorts for a lot of the players for the World Cup next year, as well as for Deepak Chahar and for Mohammad Siraj, whether they are going to be replacing Jasprit Bumrah. So in that sense, there is context in this series, a lot of opportunities for some of the fringe players to do well.
Definitely so. And even Shreyas Iyer, Huda, I don't know whether he's 100%, but he's not 100%. Shreyas Iyer, if he scores runs, he might be on the plane to Australia. And definitely, Deepak Huda, he can again showcase his talent. So can Mohammad Siraj, who's been drafted in ahead of Shami. But for me, I think Shami will be the one who will replace Jasprit Bumrah, because he has the experience, he has the talent, and he can bowl up front. So that is the main thing, and probably a better bowler in the slog over the way he showed in IPL. But there's still an opportunity, for both Deepak Chahar and Mohammad Siraj. We'll have to wait and watch. And as you very rightly said, I still got no doubt in my mind, Neha, that this bilateral series India is going. Whether we play the first 11 or the second 11, in India we beat anybody. So believe me, bilateral series, we are the champion side, whichever 11 plays comes on the park.
All right, so now that you're talking about Jasprit Bumrah and who is going to replace Jasprit Bumrah. Now, three options, I think three players who can be seen as likely replacements. One, of course, is Deepak Chahar, who has actually been bowling well. All the opportunities that have been given to him, first of all, there weren't too many opportunities given to him, but whatever opportunities have been given to him, he is by far the best bowler. Mohammad Shami, of course, you're struggling right now. You don't know whether he has recovered. He's in NCA and, still has to undergo this fitness test mandatory by the BCCI just to see. But then that's one thing, recovering from COVID. He hasn't played T20 internationals in a while. Are you going to just throw him in? And I know he's an experienced player, he's an experienced bowler, but are you just going to throw him in at the deep end and say, you know what, get your rhythm right? Someone like Jasprit Bumrah, who was coming back from an injury, couldn't get his rhythm right, sir. So I don't know how that'll be. And then your third option is Mohammad Siraj, who had a forgettable outing in the last T20 international. It is not going to be easy for them to make a decision here.
See, I think they might go with Mohammad Shami. It might be a blind show. I would not know, but they will trust his credentials. They'll trust that he's done it at the international level. He bowls up front. He bowls up brilliantly, and there is some kind of a fear when they're facing Mohammad Shami. When you talk about Mohammad Siraj, he has not made that kind of impact, and even Deepak Chahar, he's like, you have to decide whether you play Bhuvi or you play Deepak Chahar. It is choice between the two. So I know I will go with Mohammad Shami. Just I know he has not played much cricket. There's not an opportunity for him, but he's a tried and trusted man who has done it here. So I would probably go with Mohammad Shami, but I don't know whether he's 100% or he's not 100%, whether he's recovered from COVID or not, because he's not injured otherwise. It is only COVID, which probably makes you a bit weak. But has he recovered? We will wait and watch. But if he's fit, if the NCA declares him fit. Although I don't trust NCA people, we've seen what happened to Bumrah. So still, if he's fit, I think it should be Mohammad Shami who will replace him.
The other thing, do you agree with this whole idea that, you know, you need to go for a like-for-like replacement? Or do you think whoever is bowling best at that moment, the in-form bowler, the bowler who's got the rhythm, should be chosen over this like-for-like replacement? What are your thoughts on that?
See, Maya, you and me can think like that, but the management doesn't. They're going for name. They're not going for going for in-form. If they would have been going for informed players, we wouldn't have been where we are now. You know, we went for like Bhuvi struggling with the form. You know, Harshal Patel come back and struggling with the form. So I really don't know why didn't you try somebody new, somebody like Kuldeep Singh, Umran Malik, somebody like Mohsin Khan. You know, so you could have given them 1-2 games and just before announcing the team. Anyway, they got till 15th October to change the team. So I don't know whether they'll change it or not because they seem to be very stubborn management. So I don't think they're going to change much. But when you talk about the bowlers, I think like for like replacement, I think it is going to be Bumrah. I know he's not played much matches, Shami, but as of now, there's not enough time, enough time to try somebody. So definitely,
what about Shardul Thakur? What about Shardul Thakur, who's just recently done well?
No, Shardul is a replacement for Hardik. Shardul is not, if you make him play purely as a bowler, then I don't think he fit in the scheme of things. Because you're looking at genuine free bowlers in first 11.
Sure.
You know, so Shardul does not fit in as a genuine bowler. He with his batting, he can be a good batter. So that is my cause of concern. But although I would give credit to Shardul, whichever game he plays, he does something, and always comes out as drops. So I'm game for him, but not as pure.
It's interesting how there's a squad that's flown away to Australia for the big T20 World Cup, and still you have an ODI series that you are talking about. So in a way, you're away from the limelight. You can go about your your job, which Shikhar Dhawan's been doing for a while, where he's like, I'm not worried about whatever's going on. I'm not in the scheme of things when it comes to T20Is. I'm preparing for the World Cup next year. And how well has he prepared, sir? I mean, you look at him, he really is an ODI stalwart and has been performing consistently over the last 2 years.
If Shikhar would have been any other country, he would have been an automatic. The kind of performance he does for IPL, except for Rahul Dravid thinks otherwise. Otherwise, he deserves to be where he is. And when you talk about Shikhar Dhawan, he's always performing. You know, if Rohit has scored 2 or 3 50s in 80 matches, probably Shikhar Dhawan scored 20 50s in his 80 odd matches in T20 cricket. So I know, but still credit must be given to him. He plays this. Selection, he said, I leave it to the selectors. I'm not worried about it. And you have to give credit for that. And one more thing, Miha, I would like to say that there is a little bit of high-handedness by the Indian team. You have invited a team to India to play ODI. They are here full strength. You know, they are also going to play T20 cricket. But you have flown to Australia and are left holding the second 11 of the team India. So they must be hurt also. They might not be saying, because we are all powerful, nobody can say a word against Team India. But I think if I would be South African coach, manager or the management, I'll be very hurt.
But sir, they also have put themselves in this position where they have to play their full strength because they chose not to play the series against Australia. Now they need these points. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to qualify. And in fact, even if they win here, I think after that as well, things are not going to be easy for South Africa. And then there is this question. The news now that we've got is that that Mark Boucher is walking away before his term expires. So he's not going to be their coach. On top of that, Temba Bavuma's form, again, that's a thing. Now, he can see this as an opportunity, and South Africa can think, wow, we've got 3 more ODIs and you know, ODIs in that sense, a very good format to get back to form, sir. instead of T20 international. So maybe Temba Bavuma finally gets some runs.
That's going to be bad news for South Africa because he's not a T20 player, full stop. Whether he's in form or he's not in form, he's not a T20 player. When you look at the players all around him, I mean, if I would be Bavuma's place, I will struggle to be looking into the eyes of my fellow teammates because why I'm there for? Is it good captaincy? Is it good batting or good fielding? I really don't know. He's there because he's probably because of his color. That is what I would say. So Bavuma, if he even gets 300, I don't think he's going to be South Africa is going to benefit because of Bavuma because he's not a T20 player, full stop. So that is my thing. But as you very rightly said, probably they need the point to qualify for the World Cup, 50 over World Cup. It is an opportunity, and they've got a good enough batting. They are a very ferocious batting side, which can upset and a good pace attack also. And not to forget two top class spinners, the Chamsi and Maharaj. So they are a good side. So it will be a challenge not only for South Africa, but for the Indian bench strength to showcase their talent and probably challenge for the places.
Okay, let's also then talk about some of the players who will get an opportunity. Someone who's likely to make his debut, maybe not today, but in the series is Rajat Patidar. You followed him. How well has he done? And this year has been phenomenal for somebody who wasn't picked at the beginning in the IPL auction in February, then to be called in. What he's done with Madhya Pradesh in the league stages. I think he had, I mean, his lowest score was 53 in the league stages during the Ranji Trophy league phase. And then, of course, quarterfinals, Ranji Trophy being won by Madhya Pradesh. But Rajat Patidar has been such a key player for them as well as for Royal Challengers Bangalore. It's been a phenomenal turnaround for this player.
Definitely. The way he got 100 in IPL for RCB is phenomenal to see that. He hasn't looked back since then. Because, and not only that, he's player for also. He bats beautifully in a longer version of the game. He bats beautifully in ODI. So he's a champion player. But I would still, Meha, say he's lucky to be there because there are a few other guys like somebody like Sarfraz Khan, scoring hundreds so far. You got somebody like Yashasvi Jaiswal, who got 2 double hundreds in the league trophy. So there are a whole lot of players. But as I say, he has done no wrong. He has played magnificently, and selectors have repaid the faith in him because he has impressed everybody in IPL, which is then you are in the show with him. Then you stand out. Your other performances take a backseat. But if you do well in IPL, then you definitely are ahead of the others. And that is exactly what has happened because there is another one, Rahul Tripathi, in the team as well. So there are a whole lot of cricketers. But as you said very rightly, Rajat Patidar has been phenomenal with his form and deserves everyone.
I wonder how some of these players approach a series like this. I mean, this is huge. Others may not be worried about it. The result of it is, in a way inconsequential. When you're looking at the T20 World Cup, which is, a couple of weeks away, you wonder how some of these players approach it because for them, this series is everything. It's an opportunity to tell the to tell the selectors that, look, we are here. So this would still be a high pressure series for some of these players, isn't that so?
For most of them.
Yeah.
They are wearing Indian jersey for the first time. Whether it is the second 11 we call it or whatever, but they are playing for India, Team India. So playing for your country is a dream, and you want to be consistent to make sure that you play longer for longer time. So somebody like Rajat Patidar, if he gets an opportunity, he would like to encash, and he will be under pressure. He'll be nervous. Everybody will be. Whosoever plays in this team will be nervous. They will be, and when you're nervous, you normally play well. You got to be nervous, which is a good thing. If you're too cocky, too sure of yourself, then things can go wrong. But as you very rightly said, they all will be worried. Believe to me, they will be having sleepless nights before the match.
Now, the news is not good from Lucknow. It's again started raining. Covers have come on because we were going to have toss at 1:30, sir. But it looks like that might be delayed right now. So we'll just wait and watch out for what the weather gods will do, what they have in store for us. But sir, talking about impressive youngsters, we've got to talk about Shubman Gill. Incredible. I mean, 6 matches, 6 ODIs this year for Shubman Gill. He scored 100, 350s, I think. Phenomenal. And the intent, you know, the word intent gets thrown around, but he's shown real intent in the way he's played in ODIs.
Definitely so. If you look at his score, maybe it is against West Indies and Zimbabwe, which are definitely not the top team. But he has done no harm to his talent. He is very talented. He is the chosen one, if I may say. Everybody loves him. The media loves him. The commentators love him. Everybody loves him. Although he has not done so well in Test cricket, you know, but still he is the chosen one. He is the one who is chosen for greatness. So this one day definitely is a shot in the arm for him. And if he does well in the home series, definitely, especially against South Africa, which is a premier side, that will it will give him a lot of belief and belief to his fans, his followers, the social media people, everybody that we told you so. And he's done no harm, and he's a phenomenal player. There's no two ways about it. Maybe he's an uncut talent who still has to be fine-tuned his team, fine-tuned his batting a little bit, but still a phenomenal talent, and I hope that he does well.
Okay, the other player as well who's done well throughout the year but still finds his name in the reserves is Ravi Bishnoi. Sir, I know he's a favourite of yours. Today he'll likely get an opportunity. But who do you think is a likelier ODI bowler between Kuldeep Yadav and Ravi Bishnoi?
I think I'll go for Ravi. You know, because the way he's been bowling. I know a lot of his critics say he bowls more top spinners, bowls googlies. He's not a big leg spinner. I understand that. But he is much quicker in the air. So it is not easy to stop him like you can do against Kuldeep Yadav. Because Kuldeep Yadav has been a little bit found out. You know, I know he picks up wickets, but so does Ravi Bishnoi. I would go with Ravi Bishnoi. One, he's younger. Two, he has bowled well against Pakistan, the only opportunity he got. So he's not let anybody down. So I would go with Ravi Bishnoi. If I had to pick 2 spinners up for this match, I'll put Ravi Bishnoi and Kuldeep Yadav and let them compete against each other.
Okay, let's also take a look at the likely playing 11, sir, and you tell me whether you agree with this likely playing 11 and whether you think that there should be some changes. We'll put India's likely playing 11 first up. Shikhar Dhawan, the captain. Again, you know, I have no idea why he was removed from captaincy in Zimbabwe and made vice captain, and again finds himself as the captain. Shreyas Iyer in this series is the vice captain. There's Ishan Kishan, Shubman Gill, Rahul Tripathi, Sanju Samson, Shardul Thakur, Mohammad Siraj, Deepak Chahar, Kuldeep Yadav and Ravi Bishnoi. That's the likely playing 11. Do you see any changes, or do you think this is the playing 11 that they'll go in with?
I think they probably will go with this playing 11. They might make changes if they keep winning the matches, or but you know, Shubman Gill deserves this place. Shikhar, we know. Ishan Kishan, he's not done any harm to his talent, so it is an opportunity for him. So for Shreyas Iyer, who despite of his short pitch bowling, you know, the struggle, he is still averaging 40 plus in T20 cricket and 40 plus in one day. Rahul Tripathi has not got an opportunity, but a phenomenal player. And Sanju Samson, if he bats at this number, I think it's probably a bit too late for somebody for the like of Sanju Samson. And then Shardul Thakur, he has done no harm. He can be a go-to. He can be a Hardik Pandya of this team, if I may say. And then you got Ravi Bishnoi, Kuldeep Yadav, and Siraj and Deepak Chahar. They pick themselves. Basically, this 11 more or less picks themselves.
Shreyas Iyer, you said averaging above 40 in both T20 internationals as well as ODI, sir, but that weakness against short pitch bowling, even Wayne Parnell, the way he was bowling to him, it's so clear that now opposition will see you and they'll see what your weakness is, and if it's short pitch delivery, they have plans to bounce you out. How does someone like Shreyas Iyer deal with that?
You'll have to work on it. Believe you me, Neha, it is not only international cricket. Because when you play international cricket and when something becomes your weakness, it filters down to domestic level. He was playing Irani Trophy. Everybody is trying to bounce, whether they can bounce or not. Even the Leap Trophy. Sorry, the Leap Trophy. Everybody is trying to bounce it. Whether they have pace or not, they're trying to bounce it. So he has to get out. And because once you have that fear of a short pitch, you are expecting a bouncer. So your footwork becomes a bit faulty because you think about it. So footwork is a bit faulty. So he has to get out of it. He's a phenomenal player. There's no two ways about it. But once this thing has come in, so he'll have to show that I'm capable of handling. There's no worries whatsoever. And he will have to learn to deep some delivery. You can't keep fending and playing it every shot. In T20, you can get away and do it, but not in a one-day cricket where you have to play a little bit of
Okay, also, one of the likely replacements, one of the options is Mohammad Siraj. Had a forgettable outing in the last game, misfield, dropped catch, and didn't bowl well, wasn't very impressive in the IPL as well. Mohammad Siraj, the T20 bowler, is not good, and what do you think is the reason behind it?
See, probably you need to have some good change of pace. He doesn't seem to have. He is not a very comfortable bowling Yorkers. I don't know why bowling coaches are not guiding. Because he's a very good, he's really in your face kind of. He will not give you an inch. Even if he's getting thrashed, he'll keep coming at you. But the only thing is you have to be little bit street smart if you want to survive in T20. And even in one, you have to have back of the hand, slower deliveries, Yorkers, short of 10 deliveries. You should have the entire arsenal, if you want to survive in this level of cricket. Because T20 batters are ferocious striking. And I sometimes wonder whether the bowlers are bonded laborers who come and get thrashed and go home, whereas it is a batter's game. But the fact is, I think he'll have to learn the tricks of the trade. Has to be more street.
Sir, I know that you've already said that they're looking at Mohammad Shami to replace Jasprit Bumrah in that squad of 15. But wouldn't it have been better if you just send someone like a Deepak Chahar right now? They have practice games there as well. Just for, why I'm saying this is then again, you're taking a risk. If Mohammad Shami is not fit, then you're telling Deepak Chahar that, look, we'd gone with Mohammad Shami, but even he wasn't fit. That's why we've flown you in. I mean, I don't know what that would do to his confidence.
Meher, the thing is, it's survival. I know some guys faces fitted. As of now, management does not seem to be very confident of Deepak Chahar. The way they played Umesh Yadav ahead of Deepak Chahar. You can understand his mindset. Once Umesh Yadav was played ahead of him, he must be wondering what more can I do. Mohammad Shami still I might accept. Umesh Yadav ahead of him, no. But still, I think he will be in Australia with the Indian. So if in case they need a replacement, he'll be there and he'll be practicing with the Indian side. So definitely they're taking a lot of fast bowlers. Deepak Chahar is there. Mohammad Siraj is there, then Umran Malik is there, and then the
Chetan Sakaria is there.
Chetan Sakaria and that Manish Chaudhary are there. So they've got a lot of them. But I think as of now, if the management and the selectors' point of view, whatever could I understand, I think it's going to Mohammad Siraj.
Just the last one then, sir. What has Ishan Kishan done wrong?
Your guess is as good as mine. That is what I'm saying. Sometimes you fall out of favor. You don't know what wrong you have done. Whom is stepped on somebody's toes. I would not know. But some things, all of a sudden, he's fallen off the favor. And not to forget, he's a Mumbai Indian player, and Rohit Sharma is leading the Indian team. So I'm surprised. Not you. It's I think a lot of us are asking the same question: what wrong he has done to fall out of favor like that? And he's absolutely now in pecking order. He's probably number 5 or 6. He's even behind Sanju Samson, if I'm not wrong. So he's all of a sudden fallen off favor.
Okay, and I think these are live visuals coming through ANI. No rain. I can see dark clouds there, but this is outside the stadium in Lucknow. And I'm told that the pitch is covered. So the covers are on because there was a bit of rain just before these visuals started coming in. It's been raining on and off. It also rained overnight in Lucknow. But it's always wonderful to see, sir. We've seen some of these places where crowds have come in huge numbers. We saw that in Guwahati, we saw that in Thiruvananthapuram, now in Lucknow as well. It's a different feeling when you go to some of these cities, right? What have your experiences been? Do you have any incidents in Lucknow?
Yeah, yeah, Lucknow. We played a lot of cricket in Indore. We played in Guwahati. So we always a full house. The madness. Believe you me, it's madness. All of a sudden I know the superstars are well sought out in bigger cities, but smaller players like us, they were sought out in these smaller cities. Everybody was a superstar in those cities because for them, it's amazing to see the players they've seen on television, seeing them live. So that is what happens. And that is why now cricket is played all around the country. That is why players are coming from all over the country.
Okay, now, like I said, I mean, this is the update that has come, I think, 7 to 8 minutes back, and they're saying that covers are on and it is raining. So maybe those visuals from a while back. But yes, thank you so much, Ashok sir, for taking the time out to talk to us. Okay, that's it then on this special. At the moment, we'll have to wait. Toss is delayed, match is delayed. It's raining in Lucknow. Once again, after, it was delayed in the beginning because of overnight rain. We'll get you all the latest on News 9 Sports. That's it from us. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.